Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, before we get going, first, I just want to say y'all's beanie comments in the videos from yesterday had me rolling. They were amazing, so thank you for the laugh because there was some really great stuff in there. But today's episode of Bullet Points, we're going to dive into Illinois, Chicago. I know we don't want to because anytime we go there with gun control, it always sucks. But let's be honest, we have to talk about something because this is important. So Illinois has just introduced a gun control law in the House, hasn't passed, but it's been introduced, modeled after the Texas abortion law. Now, the Texas abortion law says basically any person can apply for $10,000 for a bounty if they sue somebody for doing a heartbeat bill issue. That's roughly the gist. But the point is, they're now adapting that to gun control in Illinois. Does that sound familiar? Because if it does, we covered an article on the 10th of September from Alan Dershowitz, who said exactly this. Said, hey, if you want to mess with the gun people, take the Texas abortion law and apply it to gun control. And we covered that, and we said it wasn't likely because of things like the PLCAA, and honestly, it's not constitutional. And that's the premise for this Bullet Points episode. Listen to what this representative has done as they introduce this bill, and specifically, listen to what they said about constitutionality and how they already know it's unconstitutional, but they're doing it anyway. Check it out. This is important because this is how you bring people along. You bring people along to your side and the gun advocate side because you can point out their actions and words on the gun control side, blatantly breaking the law, but they don't care because they know better than you. And that's the idea. Everything is linked in the description box below, and I want to hear what you guys think on this, but check this out. So, this is the article that we did on the 10th. How to mess with Texas's anti-abortion bounty, apply it to gun sales. Okay? Well, someone was reading that in Illinois because look what was just introduced yesterday. Bill would allow Illinoisans, there we go, to sue gun makers, dealers over gun violence. Sounds familiar? Wait till you hear the details. Springfield, Illinois. A new bill filed in the Illinois House of Representatives on Tuesday, September 28th, would allow any Illinoisan to sue gun manufacturers, importers, or dealers whose guns cause injury or death within the state. Now, off the gate, that sounds like the PLCAA. Look it up. We covered lots of videos on that. Basically, PLCAA offers protection to just those people that they can't be sued because people use their products illegally. But that's not stopping this person. But check this out. They even named it in a very ambitious way. Ambitious. The Protecting Heartbeats Act is modeled after the controversial Texas abortion bill, which allows private citizens to sue other citizens that aid or perform an abortion. Along with previously introduced legislation, some Illinois Democrats are continuing their effort to argue that if Texas is deputizing citizens against those that aid or perform abortions, then Illinois will do the same and allow citizens to sue manufacturers or dealers whose guns cause death. Now, that's a very different animal. We've talked about that. We all know it. But they're trying to get their little knife in there, right? It's not going to work. But that's not what I'm focusing on. What I'm focusing on, listen to what they're saying. This is a direct quote from a Democratic representative. Quote, I'm exploiting essentially the argument that was made in Texas and the Supreme Court's argument and applying it to a bill that I think will do a lot of good, Representative Margaret Croak, Democrat, Chicago, said. Openly saying I'm exploiting. Yeah, your intentions are very good here. Okay, let's keep going because it gets even crazier. And listen to this correlation. Filed by Representative Croak, the legislation would mandate that damages resulting from the lawsuits would start at $10,000. That's interesting. That's exactly the dollar amount that Texas did for the abortion side. These guys, man, listen to what else she says. She already knows it's unconstitutional. For Croak, she admits the bill faces an uphill battle to get passed. Yeah, no kidding. Just because it is a law right now, talking about the PLCAA, and people would say that it's unconstitutional for us to bring this forward, doesn't mean I'm not going to keep challenging it. If people feel it's political, that's their opinion. But if it's political and it still prevents a 3-year-old from dying and getting shot in my city, then I'm going to do it. Damn all the rules, damn all the constitutions that I vowed to protect and uphold. I feel this is more important, so screw you because you have a dumb opinion. That's exactly what that says. This is a representative. That doesn't give you an idea of their mindset. I don't know what does. And this part is how they know that it's unconstitutional because they're building it so that it can be dismantled piece by piece by the Supreme Court. Croak explained that her bill contains a severability clause, which means that if the U.S. Supreme Court throws out one part of the bill, other parts, like suing straw dealers, would have a better chance at moving forward. She wrote this bill and put this bill forward knowing that if the Supreme Court got involved, they would have to dismantle it piece by piece instead of the whole thing. They built it so that it could be destructed. They know it's unconstitutional, but they do it anyway because that's your opinion. I don't care. And that's what I have for you today on bullet points. This is the mindset of the people that we're opposing. They don't care about laws. They don't care about constitutions. They don't care about values. They don't care about any of the oaths that they've upheld. They care about what's important to them, and that's what's more important because they are the little princess in their own little play. And that's what I've got for you today. I'll see you guys tonight at the 9 p.m. slot. Braden signing out.